Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, a place for those passionate about exploring Bible prophecies, astronomical signs, and in-depth analysis of end-time events. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. Your support helps us keep going and bring you more quality videos. If you find the content helpful, don't hesitate to send a super thanks. It's a great way to motivate our production team. Let's explore together the messages from God through fascinating cosmic phenomena. The Bible repeatedly emphasizes the connection between astronomical phenomena and divine messages, especially in the context of prophecies about the end of the world. Matthew 24:29 records the words of Jesus, "The sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, the stars will fall from the sky, and the powers of the heavens will be shaken." Similarly, Joel 2:31 declares, "The sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the great and dreadful day of the Lord." These prophecies lead many to believe that events such as solar eclipses and lunar eclipses are not merely natural phenomena but are warning signs from God about the return of Jesus or the day of judgment. There are two main interpretations. 1. Literal meaning. Viewing the 2025 solar eclipse expected on March 29th as a direct omen for the rapture or major events. 2. Symbolic meaning. Considering it a metaphor for the spiritual and moral collapse of humanity before a period of chaos. Biblical scholars also point out that history has recorded many instances where solar eclipses coincided with major events, World War I, the COVID-19 pandemic, reinforcing the belief in the connection between astronomy and prophecy. However, the scientific community counters that solar eclipses are predictable phenomena based on orbital calculations and do not carry supernatural significance. Nevertheless, for believers, the focus remains on watching Matthew 24:42 for the signs, rather than debating their symbolic or literal meaning. The solar eclipse on March 29, 2025, is expected to be a significant astronomical event. Occurring in the Northern Hemisphere and covering many areas in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, this event is drawing analysis from Christian scholars regarding the connection between the eclipse's path and Bible prophecies. In particular, the fact that it follows the total solar eclipse on April 8, 2024, which passed over North America, leads many to believe that this is a warning pattern from God, emphasizing an urgent message for humanity before a period of chaos. The current global context, with wars, natural disasters, and social unrest, further strengthens the belief that the 2025 eclipse could be a link in the timeline of prophecy fulfillment. Quoting Joel 2:31, "The sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the day of the Lord." Many believers see this as a sign foreshadowing judgment. However, skeptics point out that solar eclipses are predictable phenomena through astronomy and do not carry supernatural significance. Nevertheless, for those who believe in the divine plan, the 2025 eclipse remains a reminder to stay vigilant. History has recorded similar phenomena coinciding with major events. For example, the 2017 eclipse related to political division in the U.S. and COVID-19. The Bible also affirms, "No one knows the day or hour," Matthew 24:36. So instead of focusing on speculation, believers are called to live righteously and be spiritually prepared, regardless of whether cosmic signs have prophetic meaning or not. The concept of the rapture based on 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17 describes believers being taken up into the air to meet the Lord Jesus, but the timing, before, during, or after the Great Tribulation, remains a topic of debate among Christian denominations. Although it cannot be determined precisely, many believe that phenomena such as solar eclipses may be prophetic clues. For example, the solar eclipse of 1914 coincided with World War I, or the 2017 eclipse in the U.S. coincided with political division and the COVID-19 pandemic. Jewish tradition also values astronomical signs. The Talmud, Sukkah 29a, views solar eclipses as bad omens, and the blood moon Tetrad 2/0142/015, coinciding with Passover Sukkot, is seen as a warning for Israel. Although science emphasizes the predictability of solar eclipses, Many believers still think they are tools God uses to alert humanity. The key point is Matthew 24:36. No one knows the day or hour, so instead of focusing on speculation, Christians are called to live watchfully and prepare spiritually, as the Lord taught, "Watch therefore." Matthew 24:42. From a scientific perspective, solar eclipses are natural phenomena that can be accurately calculated based on the laws of motion of the Earth. Moon and sun, they occur regularly throughout history and will continue to do so, proving that they are not random events or mysterious messages. Skeptics emphasize that assigning prophetic meaning to solar eclipses is speculative and lacks biblical basis. From a scientific perspective, solar eclipses are natural phenomena that can be accurately calculated based on the laws of motion of the Earth. Moon and sun, they occur regularly throughout history and will continue to do so, proving that they are not random events or mysterious messages. Skeptics emphasize that assigning prophetic meaning to solar eclipses is speculative and lacks biblical basis. This opens up a debate. Is the 2025 solar eclipse just a physical phenomenon, or is it also a sign timed by God? Researchers of the end times continue to analyze the series of solar eclipses 2024-2025 to find patterns related to prophecy. Nevertheless, Matthew 24:36 reminds us, about that day and hour, no one knows, so instead of focusing on speculation, believers are called to live watchfully and follow the Lord's words. The core message: whether the 2025 solar eclipse has prophetic significance or not, the important thing is spiritual preparedness, being ready for every scenario, from global events to the return of the Lord. Whether the 2025 solar eclipse is seen as a prophetic sign or just a regular astronomical event, it still serves as a catalyst for debates about the connection between the universe and prophecy. Science asserts solar eclipses are not miracles but the result of natural laws. On the other hand, religious belief sees this as an opportunity to reflect on God's will. As the Bible warns, "Stay awake, for you do not know on what day your Lord is coming." Matthew 24:42. Instead of getting bogged down in arguments, the core message remains spiritual preparation. Whether the world faces war, natural disasters, or social upheaval, believers are called to live righteously, love, and keep their faith strong. The 2025 solar eclipse, whatever its meaning, also reminds us that day can come unexpectedly, so vigilance lies not in decoding astronomy, but in how we live each day. In conclusion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support the content. Please comment your thoughts on the meaning of the 2025 solar eclipse. We would love to hear them. Thank you for watching. If you find the video meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel to support us. Don't forget to comment below with your thoughts. Is the 2025 solar eclipse a prophetic sign? All perspectives are appreciated. If you want to support us long-term, you can send a super thanks or contribute via the link in the description. Continue to stay vigilant and watch for the signs of the times, because no matter what the universe holds, living fully with faith and love is what the Lord expects. See you in the next video.